Top 3 saddest moments in Invincible Comics. Number 1. Tara's all grown up. Time jumps are a staple in comic books, but they rarely ever lead to any permanent damage or long-term effects. In most other cases, if a character does travel in time somehow, they find a way to eventually restore the damage they'd done. As it's shown countless times, Invincible isn't your standard comic book, and that's part of its appeal. After a brief reboot arc where Mark got to undo a lot of his past mistakes, he eventually decided he'd rather live a life full of them with his daughter at his side than risk never seeing her again. But when he returned, he found that the baby he'd left behind had grown into a toddler that could talk. Unfortunately, the first words he ever heard her say were, "Are you my daddy?" He'd clearly missed a lot. This stab in the heart was even more painful than usual because this was the last thing readers saw before the series went on hiatus for several long months. Number 2. The Death of Dinosaurus and Everyone. Invincible has tried to save the world in a lot of different ways, and sometimes this has led him astray. One of his darkest partners was Dinosaurus, a man who believed that for the world to be saved, the population had to be reduced. Originally, he started just blowing up cities to boost the economy when they had to be repaired. Eventually, though, he managed to trick Invincible into helping him cause the sea levels to rise, which caused the deaths of 800,000 people. Invincible was eventually able to convince Dinosaurus that he could be wrong, that he'd just killed those people for nothing. Realizing Invincible might be right, Dinosaurus allowed Mark to kill him. Number 3. Invincible villain Powerplex electrocutes his own family. The interesting villain Powerplex wished to teach Invincible a lesson, as he was disappointed with the collateral damage that such heroes can cause. This prompts him to execute a revenge plan that proves to be fatal for his own family. His supportive wife Betty agreed to function as bait along with their son Jack. Eager to save the woman and her child, Invincible arrived at the scene only to get attacked by Powerplex, who unleashed a blast of electrical energy at him. The blast, however, ends up spreading in the vicinity, and he witnesses his own family get electrocuted.